Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Have you ever made a ribbon wreath? That is what we're doing today, and we're making two of them. Now my co-host Rocky, as you can see my little wiggle worm, is very excited about this. Before we get started, I wanted to mention that this technique is inspired by my friend Dave from Dave's Wreaths and Things. I will make sure to add his channel in the description box. He made this wreath using a 14-inch form, but we are going to be using two different forms. The first one is going to be a candy cane, and the second one is going to be an 8-inch form, which can also be converted into a centerpiece for your holidays. Without further ado, let's get started on our beautiful ribbon wreaths. Here are the supplies we're going to use for this ribbon candy cane wreath. You can use any kind of ribbon you would like, as long as it's wired and anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 inches in width. I'm going to be using these 3 rolls that I got at Costco. This one I got at Sam's. When it comes to choosing your ribbon, I would recommend sticking to 3 main colors or less. In this case, I only have 2. I have the red and the white. Anything over 3 main colors is going to give your wreath a more of an eclectic wreath. Unless that's what you're going for, then go ahead and do that. We're going to need pipe cleaners, a candy cane, and possibly a little helper. Let's get started by cutting all of our ribbon. I'm going to be cutting my ribbon into 8-inch strips. It doesn't matter how many types of ribbon you're going to be using. You do need a total of 115 pieces. So in my case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 rolls, and I'm going to do 29 pieces each of the red, and then I am going to do 28 pieces in the white. As you see, I do like to zigzag my ribbon. I'm going to do what I usually do, and that is I'm going to cut and make dovetails at the same time by folding our edges in half. We have dovetails. Next, I have my candy cane ribbon, and same thing, I'm going to be cutting it at 8 inches, and I'm going to be doing 29 of this one also, and 28 pieces of this white ribbon, of course, at 8 inches in length. My ribbon is all cut up. I have 115 pieces. Next, I'm going to take my pipe cleaners, fold them in half, and cut them. Fold my pipe cleaners into a little V, and I'm going to get started with putting my ribbon bundles together. Our bundles are going to consist of 5 pieces. Doesn't matter which order we're going in, how we're doing this, as long as we have 5 ribbon pieces in each ribbon bundle. I'm going to find my center, bring it together, and make the first little bow. When you're doing this on a cutting mat, it makes it so much easier. And then let's put it on top. Let's grab a white one maybe, and collect it straight in the center. And we're kind of making a little snowflake. Maybe a red one. And let's do another candy cane one right on top. Then I grab my pipe cleaner, put it over the center, push everything back, give this a few good twists, and we have our first ribbon bundle. I'm going to continue doing this until I have completed all 23 bundles. The ribbon bundles are all done, and they are so super cute. Now, the first thing I do is I grab my wreath base and I turn it upside down so that the edges of the wreath are on top. That way it's easy to attach. The candy cane wreath consists of 7 sections. It has 5 of these small ones and 2 of these large ones. In all the small ones, we're going to put 3 bundles. In the 2 large ones, we're going to put 4 each. I'm attaching to row 2 and 3 together. Pipe cleaner is just enough to tie it together, and then I'm going to hide the little tail on the inside. One section is done. Don't forget, I'm still going to poof it out at the end, and I'm just going to continue attaching my ribbon bundles. All the ribbon bundles are on, And I have 3 bundles in each of the small sections, and on top in the 2 big sections, 4 each. Now we're going to flip it over and start opening the ribbon bundles up, making sure all the ribbon is beautiful. At this point, you can decide if you want a big bow. Now, I'll be honest, I am itching to put a big bow right here, but I do have 2 prints on here, and I feel like the wreath looks a little bit on the busier side. So I might be fine just like this. A beautiful, simple candy cane wreath. I'm going to go ahead and start opening everything up. And that is it for this gorgeous wreath. Here are the supplies we're going to use for our ribbon little mini wreath, hashtag centerpiece. Starting with the ribbon, I got these 2 at Sam's. This is just a red and this beige with white stripe, both wired, 1.5 inches in width. And then I have this gorgeousness. Now this one is 2.5 inches also wired. This ribbon has been used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first cut this one, and then depending on how many pieces I get out of this spool, I'm going to divide the rest that I need between these. We're going to need some floral wire, an 8-inch wreath base, a little sweet Christmas pick with all of these little berries. The reason I'm adding this is because when we have a Deco mesh wreath, we add something like a gorgeous ribbon to enhance it, to decorate it, to give it a little bit of a character. Well, when your base is the ribbon wreath, you still want to use something. In my case, I'm going to be using the berries. If you don't want to use berries, I would use something like mesh tubing. It'll give it some character, some fun element. If you want to use the mesh tubing, I would cut them anywhere between 8 to 9 inches. Let's talk numbers. Our sweet little wreath is made out of 3 sections. In each section, we're going to put 4 ribbon bundles. In each ribbon bundle, we are going to have 5 pieces of ribbon, which means we're going to need a total of 60 pieces of ribbon. And as I said before, you can use as many types of ribbon as you want. This is a great way to get rid of those spools that are just sitting around and have a little bit left. And as long as it matches your theme, you can have fun with this. I was able to get 18 pieces instead of 20 of this ribbon. So what I'm going to do is when it comes to my striped one or the red one, I'm going to do 21 pieces each. And of course, I'm measuring my 8 inches in length, and off I go folding until I get 21 pieces of this ribbon. Now we're down to the striped ribbon, and of course I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get 21 pieces at 8 inches in length. I ended up folding all my ribbon first, and now we're going to cut it by folding the ends and cutting out a little triangle to make our dovetails, just like this. Then we're going to do our red ribbon and our 2.5 inch gorgeous ribbon that I'm absolutely in love with. Here we go, just like that. My ribbon is prepared, and now I'm going to go to the pick. And the first thing I'm going to do is take it all apart. I'll start from the outside rows, pull them. I took my berries apart and separated the red ones from the white ones, and it looks like I have only 6, which means I can make 3 little bundles, which is perfect because there are 3 sections in this wreath. So what you want to do is take 2 pieces, face them against each other, and try to make at least an 8-inch little strip. And then in the center, we're just going to twist them together. And that's it. And you have a long strand that you can incorporate inside of your ribbon bundles. Super easy, right? I'm going to finish doing this to all the berries. I have everything I need to get started on my ribbon bundles, including a cute little kitten. And now I'm going to grab some pipe cleaners. We're only going to use 6 pipe cleaners that we're going to cut in half because we need 12 bundles. And of course, I'm going to fold them in a little V. You all can see why it's very hard working right now and very, very distracting. Because look at this little cuteness. We're going to be using 5 pieces per bundle. So what I like to do is work on my cutting mat. And here I can just lay down a ribbon. I see the center. Let's bring the ribbon together. And just like that, we made a little bow. And we're going to go in with the next ribbon. The next one. Oh my goodness, you guys, now I have the big brother happening here. Let's do another big one right here. Look at this. He's licking him. Oh my goodness, you guys are seeing some cuteness in action. Ribbon number 5. Let's put it this way. And then we're going to grab a berry pick. Put that straight in the center. Grab a little pipe cleaner. There you go, just like this. And then we're going to twist. Look at this ribbon bundle. So adorable and super easy. And do you see the impact these berries make? They just give so much character to our little ribbon bundle. And now I'm just going to sit back and quickly make our 12 bundles because honestly, it doesn't take that long to just bring the pieces of ribbon together. Super quick, super easy. Let's do another red one in this one. Making these ribbon bundles has been so much fun, my friends. All my ribbon bundles are done. They're absolutely adorable. In each section of the wreath, we're going to have 4 ribbon bundles. Flipping my wreath upside down, and I'm going to attach from the back. I'm going to twist the ribbon bundle in place, and because the tail is long enough, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around this inner row that's going to give it a little bit more of stability. So now it's not as wobbly. In my case, I have 2 colors of berries, so I am interchanging the bundles as I'm going along, just twisting it up and around that inner row. 4 pieces in our first section, and look how beautiful our wreath looks. My 12 wreath bundles are on, and now it's time for everyone's favorite part, and that is opening up these bundles, making sure that our little berries show up. Look how pretty the berries are on this wreath. All the ribbon is facing the right way instead of just sticking up so much. I'm laying it down a little bit, not making it flat by any means, but exposing the print of the ribbon. Very, very pretty and, well, absolutely fun. And just like this, our wreath, #centerpiece, is all done. Now let's take a look how it looks on the wall and, of course, with a candle. Look at his blue eyes. Look at those beautiful blue eyes. He's such a good kitty. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more tutorials like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being with us. I will see you in the comments below. Bye-bye, my friends, and have a beautiful day.